I got a quick one for y'all. Let's get it. And shout out to the Advocate. And his top question is: are women destroying their own dating pool? Let's go.
7 Series was never just made for mountains. It was made for...
Welcome back to another Daffy video. What's that, Flora? You want them to like the video already? Oh, you also wanted me to tell them that YouTube memberships and Patreon memberships come with early access to videos and members-only lives? What can I say? She's a smart cat. One thing Cora and I have noticed is that women are getting a lot pickier, aren't they? I mean, you can't escape it. It's the bar is in hell here. It's men ain't shit here. We got ick lists. Have you seen the ick lists? Men can't ride bikes, they can't order girly drinks, they can't swim funny, they can't bowl funny. Every day online, it seems, I am warned as a woman that some tiny, superficial, almost meaningless trait is actually a deadly quality of man that I need to avoid at all costs. And I get having high standards. I get having strong boundaries. I think that people are allowed to have as high of standards for their own dating preferences as they want. I'm not telling you that you can't say that you need a 6-foot-tall, well-hung millionaire. I will say you might be culling your dating market herd expeditiously. I do fear that a lot of these new standards, requirements, or ick lists are just things that are...
I'm about to say something that's crazy, but I'm going to say it anyway. I think I may have just found the Caucasian equivalent of the Nika Marie.
causing us to destroy our own dating pool. There are definitely very fair standards, like refusing to date a guy who doesn't have a job, or refusing to date a girl who can't drive. I can understand not wanting to date a guy if he's obsessed with sports, if he hates sports. I can understand not wanting to date a woman who's obsessed with going out partying if you're a total introvert. But how many good men are we throwing right in the garbage over arbitrary bullshit that we've heard from women online? Let me give you just one example of this.
The biggest red flag that you should ever have in a man is if he likes anime.
What's the big deal with anime? There's a lot of people that like anime. Hell, I'm one of them. How is anime a problem? I mean, in anime, you got Dragon Ball Z, you got Bleach, you got One Piece, you have Naruto. Hell, if you want to go that far, you can even consider Power Rangers and Yu-Gi-Oh in anime. And I know a lot of y'all watched that when y'all were kids, just like I did.
Enemy has the biggest red flag.
That was my first thought, the biggest.
I know that it's
I
not
gotta
always
subscribe to this
as
shit.
such because a lot of women are enemy fans.
Yeah, we don't claim.
It's just sad that a girl could find a guy that is perfect that checks all of the green boxes, but would give him the time of day because he loves anime. Because she considers that as the biggest red flag. I ain't being a player, a cheater, a lying piece of shit, or him putting his hands on women by the way. Nah. You know what I'm saying? That's a no-go, that's a red flag.
The creator sent that to me as a guy named Chris, and he goes, you should definitely check him out. But really, we had the exact same reaction. Like, the biggest red flag, a guy's biggest red flag, you're saying, is if he likes anime. Some women out there, they truly have no sense of self-preservation whatsoever. To me, either I'm reading way too into this, or I'm just good at pattern recognition, but she strikes me as the kind of person who learned very early on in life, probably because there was really no sense of
pain and sore arches won't stop you. Hand-stitched leather boots deliver lasting comfort. Arch support eases pain, keeps autumn walks comfortable and strong. Waterproof shoes built to last.
One most important thing above all else, above ensuring that a man has emotional stability, can control his temper and attitude even during hard times, is friendly and humble and takes care of others. No, her number one priority is making sure that she is not seen with some weeb. Like, I'm sorry, but that's all it really comes down to, is that she was conditioned to believe that anybody who watches anime is a nerd, an outcast, someone you just don't want to be seen with. She never grew out of that need to have these cliques and to attempt to be the movie of the cool girls. This is a person who established an us versus them at a very
Ding, 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 ding,
early age, and
ding.
it's probably just never going to change.
Talk about
I
it.
tell you, this is certainly a person who has never actually gotten to know someone who likes anime. Or she's just universally recognized as such a judgmental person that the people in her life who do like anime would never talk to her about it. Because the only reason that anime used to be seen as nerdy or weird back in the day is because it wasn't widely circulated. It wasn't viral.
Not compared to what it is now.
Just didn't really understand it. Let's be honest, America was also really bad in Japan for a while. We know now that watching cartoons as adults is perfectly fine, and if we would have known it back then, we wouldn't have completely.
South Park ain't one. The Simpsons, Family Guy, Robot Chicken, The Boondocks, any other animes that I name, Black Dynamite, damn it, it's another one. Oh, King of the Hill, that's one. Beavis and Butthead, South Park, my mind just went blank. But you guys get the idea.
Completely outcast to those people. The only reason those people were outcast was because of people like the person who made this video. Not because
Exactly.
there's anything actually wrong with anime. Let's take a brief
Nothing
look
wrong with
at
anime.
Pokemon.
Hell, I love Dragon Ball.
Talk about a show and a game that has united generations. People are already
And mind you, Pokemon came to America in '97. I'm about to do some math for y'all real quick. 2000, from '97 to 2007, that's 10 years. 2017 is 20 years. 2027, if Pokemon is still around, Pokemon will have been around for 30 damn years. You have parents and children connecting through Pokemon. They're connecting through Dragon Ball Z. They even connecting in some cases through Naruto. Cause if some of y'all, for the ones that know, Naruto's been around for 10 plus years. So, oh, not to mention Yu-Gi-Oh! You have kids and parents watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Together. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was around, came out when I was in 9th grade. And this was about, give or take, 2002. And it's 2025. And people still talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, I'm just saying. Not only that, but they love Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon so much. There's been 8 different quote-unquote generations of the game. Soon to be 9. And next year, rumor is the 10th generation is going to be next year. And not only that, but they supposed to be coming out, I don't know, rumor has it that it's supposed to come out with a new Yu-Gi-Oh, which this year would be like the 7th or 8th different installment of Yu-Gi-Oh. So don't sit there and say that anime is not a part of pop culture, cause it is.
People are already playing Pokemon with their kids. Where is the red flag?
Talk about
Wanna
it.
know something else funny? I bet you every gym crush she has ever had has Dragon Ball Z music on their playlist while they're lifting. Now, because of some cultural differences, I can see how some people see anime.
And I'm gonna say something else too. You'll be surprised at the people who would have Dragon Ball tattoos. You can go. I guarantee you can go on IG right now, and I guarantee you, there's at least 4 people who probably have Dragon Ball tattoos on your IG. If you have 1,000 people in your IG, I guarantee you 4 of them will have something related to Dragon Ball, either in their room or on their person. I guarantee it. Let's get back into this.
Now, because of some cultural differences, I can see how some people see anime as maybe being like more perverted than typical American cartoons. Fan service is a thing, but getting on a high horse about it and pretending like American culture is so much more morally superior and above that is delusion. Like, come on, we can be gross too. But more importantly, there is so much more to anime than that. There is probably an anime for every single interest out there in the world. You like to cook, there's an anime for that. You like farming, there's an anime for that. Fashion, anime. Like, really think about this. You have decided that the most
Pirates,
dangerous
One
and
Piece.
harmful quality that a man could possibly exhibit is being interested in a form of animation that can take on so many various shapes, sizes, worlds, and imaginations.
And again, this is the Davocate.
Toss it over. Dump 'em in. Helps get joy.
Sizes, worlds, and imaginations. That was the worst thing you could ever think of. And you might be thinking, well, when you phrase it like that, it doesn't sound so bad. Guess what? Because it's never been bad. What I described is what anime has always been. It's just so short-sighted and reductionist to automatically assume that anyone who likes anime must be nerdy or antisocial or childish. Hayao Miyazaki's work, for example, is not only stunningly gorgeous with some of the most well-written characters you will ever see, but his work also focuses on compassion, community, resilience, and how our place in nature would be remembered. The reason so many athletes love the story of Naruto, for example, is because it focuses a lot on the bonds between rivals and teammates, as well as things like forgiveness. One Piece is an amazing anime about pirates, which a lot of people treasure for all of their themes of loyalty, friendship, sacrifice. The art's cool, the storylines are great, but guess what? Anime is also good for the economy. Remember the Turkey-Syria earthquakes in 2023? Pokemon donated $5 million to restoration efforts. The creator of One Piece, Oda, also donated $8 million to relief efforts. Anime conventions have raised millions of dollars for hospitals and research. as
Yep.
well. Yeah, I'm sorry, but my final response is that if you're gonna call a guy a red flag just for watching anime, that says way more about you than him. Saying it's
Exactly.
the biggest red flag tells me that you care more about clout and image than you do.
And not only that, but if you go to some of these Comic-Con conventions, San Diego Comic-Con, even though a lot of people are not going to say this, is what helped legitimize Marvel Studios. Because at the time, Marvel Studios was not their own studios. But once they got basically legitimized, Marvel Studios basically came up out of the woodwork. Marvel Studios by itself is almost equal to Warner Brothers and Paramount. But guess who made that? The people who made Marvel Studios are the same people that love anime. Think about that.
Saying it's the biggest red flag tells me that you care more about clout and image than you do about
Talk about it.
sincerity, honesty, character. Anime fans are engaging with stories that talk about friendship,
Talk about it.
perseverance, and creativity. You are
Right.
obsessing about how your boyfriend's hobbies are going to look on your Instagram story. Which one of those is the real red flag? And like I always say, you're allowed to have whatever kind of preferences that you want for dating. If she doesn't like anime, she doesn't get it, it's not her thing, and she'd rather date someone with more common interests, that's fine. But calling liking it the biggest red flag is the thing that I just can't get past. You definitely don't have to date anybody who likes anime. It's just that why are you painting them to other people as people who are dangerous? When we have men, like Greg said, actually laying hands on women, emotionally harming them, cheating on them, you'd rather get cheated on than know that your man watched an episode of Fairy Tale? Honey, I'm home. Oh my god! Oh, thank God. That's just another woman in our bed. I thought you were reading Inuyasha. Okay, time to go over our monthly. Oh, thank God. It's just a gambling addiction. I thought he was buying anime again. I'm just gonna check his drawers for something. Oh God. Oh, thank God, it's just a crack fight. I thought it was manga. You hear how crazy that sounds? And again, like, maybe this is a good thing. I'm glad that she is letting this all be known so that people who like anime and are good men can just avoid that situation.
Yeah,
I wanna pose a
exactly.
question, because I have my own theories. Do you think that there's a chance that her immediate judgment and dismissal of hobbies and interests that don't particularly align with her own are going to bleed negatively into other aspects of her dating life, even if they don't
Of course.
look like anime? Because
Of
I
course,
myself
they
definitely
will.
don't watch as much anime as my husband does, but if I were to hear someone making fun of someone else just for liking anime, I would think a lot less of that person. I just think she's a bully who likes to pick on nerds. And I don't think she realizes how much of the cool guys that she actually likes are secretly nerds. I think this take is going to come back and bite her hard. But what do you guys think? Do you think there's any truth to there being a
We out.